Alright, so welcome back. So this bag might be a bit messy today, because there's a bag in the bag, but there's a reason for that. But let's take that when we get there. So the idea here is that we go through my pipes. I've got a whole lot of pipes that I don't even know which ones I've got. And we go through them to mainly catalog them. This is the first one. This is one that I have been smoking quite a lot. It was one of the first pipes that I got. And I was very happy to smoke it. Very elegant. Why is this so tight? Last time I smoked it, it was winter. Look at that. Very, very thin tenon, very thin mortise, very thin walls around the mortise. Maybe we should be a bit more careful here. Brog guarantee. This is maybe a box pipe. We have no names. Oh, yeah. We won't put this back together right now. I guess the weather is too hot. You know what? I'm surprised that this is a no name, because I was very, very happy to smoke this and felt it was a very nice pipe. But I guess it's a no name. The finish here is awesome. Very smooth, very soft. Got a few lines, a few fillings. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I'm really surprised that this won't go in that well. And also, you know what? The holes in the stem is a bit off-centered. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Where are you? I don't know if you can see that, but it's not quite centered, so it might be handmade. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if we can make this fit better. So this is not a restoration video, but I just want to try a thing with this one, because it used to go in very easily. Nothing there to feel. Use a bit of saliva maybe. I am actually surprised that this won't go in. That one a bit better. Good. So, a surprisingly no name pipe, but let's put it a no name. It says Briar guarantee, but most of the pipes do, so it is a no name, no number. This shape though, is that it's not a bulldog, is it? Rhodesian? Help me out, guys. I'm not sure what this is, because it's quite tall, but with a round shank, and it has this goes outwards and then keels inwards towards the rim of the chamber. You should be able to help me with this. So it's the 31st video. There's condition. It's an 8. No flaws, no nothing. It needs a bit of cleaning, because it might be me who has ruined it, but I've smoked it a bit too hot when I started. I still smoke it very hot, so I'm still learning. But yeah, is it a good pipe for me? Is it a nice pipe? Yeah, this is one of my favorite actually. I'll put it an 8. Will people like it? I doubt it. I'll put it at a 4 for others, and then there's 1. But it is one of the pipes that I do like. Very elegant, very slim, fairly small chamber. Yeah, I like it. Finally, I seem to like bombastic pipes and very elegant pipes. I don't have a church warden though. This is one that follows the same lines as the other one. Very elegant, very slim. I believe I've smoked this too. It's a BBB Classic. Where are my glasses? Just a second. 652. Made in England. So BBB Classic 652. Let me write that down before I forget it. .652. Yeah, there's not much to tell about it. Is this a billiard? It must be, right? A bit of a gap here between the shank and the mouthpiece. But yeah, I like this one too. Very long. So 31 dash condition. I'll put it as 7, mostly because of the gap at the mouthpiece. Do I like it? It is an 8 for me. Will people like it? I think a 7 because it is a BBB, and then dash 2. Very elegant. Let's move on. This is a dollar pipe again. No. It says something else. Brillon. B-R-I. It looks like an L-O-N. Must be Britain, right? 60. Sweden. Oh. Is this plastic? Yeah. Plastic. This is one of the... Is this a modular? Yeah, you can take this off. Oh, there's a filter there still. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Right. We need to research this. It says Brillon, but it might be Britain. 60. Plastic pipe, actually. Plastic mouthpiece, which is a bit chewed and a bit kind of melted type. Yeah, it's also very easy to bite hard on. Very thin, but very heavy on the other end. But yeah, so it's the same system as Falcon pipes. This is wooden. The draft hole is at the bottom of this. I have a few of these. I think we've gone through one more of these called dollar pipe, which is more well known of the Swedish pipes. But I think when I bought it, I liked the idea more than I like the pipe. So we will say Brillon, because this is what I see, Brillon 60, but it could be Britain. I have to look that up. And then Sweden. We need to figure out who made this. If the company is that, Brillon, I doubt it. So 31, it's a billiard pipe, right? 31 dash condition. It's a bit dirty. There's some cake in the chamber, but the rest is decent. I'd put that at a 7. Mostly because we've got a very rough mouthpiece here. And it's plastic, so I'm not quite sure how to restore these. It's soft plastic, yeah. Do I like it? I'm not hugely blown away. I'll put that at a... Yeah, you know what? We're all the way down to 3. Will people like it? I will put it at a 4 and be optimistic, but I doubt it. And then there's 3 because it's the third pipe of the video. The next pipe is the back, and this is actually again one of these Swedish system. I expect it to be the Swedish, but let's check it. My notch is lost. There we go. So this is a set where we have the pipe. Oh, this is Brillon. Yeah, we'll look at this very soon. But it is a set with different chambers, interchangeable chambers. And what looks like an extra mouthpiece. So these are a lot thicker than the other one. I think it's for filters. Yeah, this mouthpiece is a lot nicer than this one. Wow, this has been chewed a lot. Good. So this is a Brillon too. So I guess the doubt from the previous one is gone. It says Brillon. Oh, it's a bit reddish in the finish here, but it is still plastic. I can see a molding line there and there. But the pipe heads here, they're made of wood. I guess it's Briar, most of it. Maybe some of these are made of something different, but they all fit. This one has quite a lot of cake in it. This one a bit less, but still some. This one is fairly decent. Oh, these are very cute small chambers though. I might not be blown away by the pipe, but I like the functionality of the small chambers. And I like, this is a bit taller. I also like that the idea might be good, you know. Instead of bringing multiple pipes with you, you can just bring multiple heads with you and then don't need to rest it for a day. Because the rest is plastic, right? This should clean up quite well. So, a bit more sold to this one than the thinner model here. I also like the band, the light band. But right, we haven't had a set like this before where you get multiple parts, so we have to estimate. Give it an ID based on the whole set, right? So this is a Brillon too. Did it have a name? Populär. Which yeah, I guess you guessed it. Means popular, presumably in Swedish. It's an A with 2 dots. Populär. So it's 31 dash. I mean, you do get 5 pipes, right? Condition overall. This is a very well restored chamber. The rest could do with some cleaning, but besides that, it's nothing critical. But this one will need quite a heavy load of cleaning. The cake is very thick here, but it should be a problem really. I will put condition at 6 because it will need some work. Do I like it more? We're not down at a 3 like the other one, but I'm not like wow. I will have to try it though. I would say a 4 or 5. Let's be optimistic and give it. It's a 4. I'm not optimistic with this one. Will people like it? I think the idea of the multiple heads might appeal to some people, so I would put that at a 5 and be optimistic in that side of the number. And then dash 4 because we are in the 4th pipe of this video. The thing is that we have no more pipes in this bag, presumably because I have taken one out to smoke it, so we will put it back in there. Give me a second. Yeah, it is this one. This is a Mr. Brog. I've still got some tobacco in it, and I won't empty it because I'll go out and smoke it soon. But this is one of my favorite pipes actually, even though it doesn't look like much, but I really love the shape of these Mr. Brogs. It's a Mr. Brog number 41. I guess semi-bent, right? I'm not quite sure. With the saddleback here blew me away. I think I've got a few of these already, but the fact that it is a bit steeper at the top and then rounder at the bottom, I really like. But all the overall size and shape, I really enjoy. The thing is, I've seen these recently on their website. They're very, I won't say cheap, but very affordable. They cost 22 euros, and you can get them in different stains too. Quite a lot of different stains. It isn't Briar, it is pear wood, but they have them in very nice colorations nonetheless. Mine has some rustification here along the neck between the bowl and the stommel. Oh no, sorry, between the bowl and the shank. But besides that, I really enjoy it. They have ABS mouthpieces, so they're a bit soft. But you know, it's a pipe that you won't mind dropping or won't mind having in your pocket and so on. Very nice pipe. Yeah, this was in this bag. I pulled it out and had a few smokes and then kept it out because I really enjoyed it. So this belongs to this bag. So we will call that a Mr. Brog 41. You know what? The ones I saw on the website seem to have a longer shank, slightly longer. And I'm not quite sure if I like that or not. Or it might be that the rustification here makes it look smaller. I've got this from batch that came from Poland. So I don't know if it's an older model or what's. I mean, the naming, the stamp here is quite worn out and gone. So it might be a different era. It also has a bit of a gap between the shank and the mouthpiece. It has a lot of charring around the rim of the chamber. I still love it though. Yeah, just they might be a bit different if you buy a new one, but I would still highly recommend them. You know what? When I started doing these videos, I was a bit meh about Mr. Brog. I have a lot of them, a lot of Mr. Brogs. But I haven't been searching for them or going actively for them, but somehow I ended up with batches where many of them were Mr. Brog pipes, and I have gotten to like them quite a lot. We'll do a video about that later. all my Mr. Brog pipes. Right, 31 dash condition is not perfect, but it doesn't have any flaws. I would put that at a 7. I'm not brave enough to put that at a 9 for my preference, because we've had some really beautiful pipes recently that were 8s. So I will put that at an 8 as well, but I really like this this pipe. Will people like it? It's still, even though it's a cheap pipe, it still has a very striking shape, right? So I would put that at a 6 maybe, and be pessimistic. And then dash 5, because it's the fifth pipe of the video. So if you don't know the system, it's 31 is the episode, sorry. The episode. We've done 31 videos up to now with going through my pipes. 7 is the condition of the pipe. It's from 0 to 9. This number is how much I like it, also from 0 to 9, and this is what I expect others to feel about it. Sorry about that. And then the last number is what pipe of the video it is. So this should somehow create a unique numbering system that I can use in my note taking, which by the way also is online if you're curious. It's still a work in progress, but it helps me a lot. So we got a Mr. Brog, we got a Brillon, another Brillon, and we got a BBB and a no name, as well as all the pipe heads for the Brillon. It's an interesting batch, isn't it? Let's do this more visually appealing. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. This makes more sense. That's fine. So, Brillon, Mr. Brog, Brillon, BBB, and no name. What are your thoughts? For me, this stands out definitely. This is also one of my favorites, and this one too, actually. The Brillons, I will have to try this one. This one I might get rid of. Do they fit interchangeably between these two? No, they do. Nice. Interesting. All right. So this was one of the ending videos I would want to say. We don't have many pipes left. I've got a few left. I've got a few that are on the way, and after that, I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll start trying to repair a few of these, I expect. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I think I look forward to seeing you in the future. Bye bye.